right now, Fal. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
You are? Oh, he's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor. Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
And we're done reaching out. We're going to rely on the folks there in New Jersey, the residents from New Jersey, to bring us the top golf courses owned by the state, but managed by golf companies like Trum Golf. Nonetheless, let's take a look at these owned golf courses from the state of New Jersey in order, starting off at number 4. This course, it was built in the 60s. As you come right in, they put a lot of additions on, but once when you walk inside, you can tell there's a ton of money. But this is the front where the weddings are. Now if you go to the back, that's where the pro shop is, and you can see right there is the putting green, and slowly making it into that first tee. Now the video is going to get pretty quick, so hang on tight, because we're going to be going through all the holes. Course goes for about $45 to play, but it looks like it can go a little bit higher depending on if you're walking or riding. Now the one thing I will say, there's power lines going right through the course, which is always an eyesore for most courses, but this course gets away with it. It has a lot of character to it. You know, it's a decent condition. You get what you pay for with these type of courses. It was built and designed by Ed Carman in 1962, so there's a lot of history. It's been played, so you know that's one thing to push it over the edge. And you know, I'd say it's a really great golf course to get out and play at least one time. It's 6,725 yards, so not too short. It's a slope of 120. It's pretty, it's not too elevated. Greens are a little bit elevated. It's a rating of 69.2, so you could definitely score on this course. It's open year-round, and it does have some stunning views on those link back 9. We didn't get too much footage of. This is mostly the front 9 of this golf course, but it's well worth it. Total of 3 tee boxes to choose from. If you're going to play those blue tees, it's going to be a rating of 70.5 and a slope of 119. And you're going to play those white tees, or the red tees, I'm sorry, is 5,716 yards. It does make a difference on some holes. There's a big difference in the tee boxes. But quite frankly, it looked like some of the other tee boxes are in the back. Would have made the course a little bit more desirable and fun, but I think they're really focused on pace of play at this course and getting as many people as they can out as possible. It's well worth it. It's a great course to get out and play. Accommodating for all golfers, whether beginning or even advanced, believe it or not. Some of the advanced players are challenged by the strategically placed trees and bunkers, while others can play a more enjoyable round. And this is all happening within Salem County, New Jersey, which is in the southern part of the state. It's kind of closer near to Philadelphia. I will say the price is the most desirable part of this golf course. You can even get some rates as about $19 to play on Golf Now. And the par 3s are fun. This is one right here that it's very enjoyable, and water on the left-hand side. And all these holes are pretty enjoyable. The links course, the back part of it, the back 9, so more of a link style course. I would say that's not as nice as some of the holes right here. This is probably the best hole on the course right here. You can really almost give it away on some of these shots, but a lot of fun to get out there and rope a few balls and play some affordable golf within the state of New Jersey, which is pretty hard to do nowadays. It's a really enjoyable golf course if you're trying to play some fun golf with some friends. It does get a little busy. You end up playing with a bunch of people, and you have to jump around sometimes. You have to jump now into the top 3. And we played all these courses, so rest assured this is a pretty good opinionated list. But if you think some of the other courses should be higher, let us know down in the comment section below. We want to laugh, grow, and golf together in that order, hopefully. And we can all grow into this course, because I think this one maybe deserves to be number 1 as I reconsider it. These courses are pretty good. This one, it's everything. It has everything. Affordable rates and just beautiful scenery, water. It's got it all. So let's take a look at number 3 here.
You got rangers swinging all through the golf course. You're at Spring Meadows, about 180 yards from the back tees here. And tell you what, for the price of $40 to walk the golf course, you're really going to get a good deal.
In our other golf vlogs, we're going to go through each one of the holes, compare it to other golf ratings, and talk about the history, what I think about the golf course when it's not as important, and also show you as much footage as we can, the inside, and also some special deals and how much we paid for the cheapest round.
First part of this golf course was built in 1920. I'm assuming it's the front nine. We're going to do a little bit more history in regards to that, but then we had to finish off the golf course in the 1940s. So all 18 holes were done in the 1940s, but so far you got has that feel to a little ranger swinging through the course. I like that. Yeah, it's always got one of those old feels to it. Oh, I can't beat this.
So we'll show you the putting surfaces that are offered. There's a driving range where you can get a couple balls, a couple swings in, and we'll go off number 1 here. And I tell you what, this course is designed for the second shot. So really, you got to hit that 150 mark. That was something the starter mentioned to us in the beginning of our round. You could see twists and turns on some of these holes after your second shot, which could be a really fun time or a very frustrating event. Go through the grass and talk about the bent grass that they use here for their putting surfaces and their greens. Much like our multiple other golf reviews, we're going to give you an honest opinion of that golf course. Talk about those little subtle hints that separate great golf courses to just good public golf. And on this course, I tell you what, it felt like a gem among golf courses in that area. Just north of it is Colts Neck, where there's a ton of golf, and just around the area is a bunch of municipal courses. But here at Spring Meadows, you find yourself at an enjoyable round for a quick period of time. We moved within 4 hours, which is important at some of these golf courses, to talk about how long it takes and get throwing it. And this one was no different, feeling like a completely different experience playing golf, because number 6 drops you right off here at the clubhouse. It almost feels like you're done 9, so you're kind of set back to feel like you're going faster.
The Rangers all over the place. I've never seen a golf course with the Rangers just swinging all over the place. All right. Nice shot.
Really hats off to the staff there at Spring Meadows. We talked to I think the pro. He gave me a historical background of the golf course because it was built, and we'll talk about it a little bit more, but in the 1920s, 1928, it was first constructed, at least the first 9 holes, and then the remaining 18 holes was finished in the 1940s. However, that's not the first front or the second front. The tees kind of go all over the place, and the head pro there wasn't too sure. He knew that number 7 was that final hole that goes back to the clubhouse, was number 9 on the original layouts. He also mentioned that number 1 was a completely different hole, so there's been a lot of changes. The rates here at the golf course are as low as they get, and they're fair and reasonable. However, if you want to decide to take a cart, you're going to pay the ultimate price. There's water fountains throughout the course, so we recommend walking it. However, if you do take a cart, it's going to be $35, which is almost the equivalent of the golf round at $40 on the weekend to walk the course. It was well worth it. Find yourself a beverage here. On number 9, it's got like a little clubhouse that has to be mentioned as one of the most essential golf clubhouses on this golf course. It completely feels like a lost period of time. But then there's some takeaways. Some of the tee boxes, as you can see right there, were not the greatest and glitched into the game, one would say. But for the most part, you take what you can for an incredible, cheap round and a good time just slapping it around and enjoying yourself at one of those courses here in New Jersey that are owned and operated by the state. That's the only thing we're looking at here, and there's 4 of them. We played all 4, and now we're cracking into the top 2 courses left on this list. A course where we met Chef Golf-A-Lot himself, a fan turned almost comedian on the channel, with some incredible drives. Let's take a look here at White Oak. Looking at White Oak Country Club, a sneaky little 18-hole golf course about 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. And there is a lot to like about this country club that is open to the public and is carved through the pinelands. Now, it does have some good reviews online, and this 18-hole golf course is a par 71 that stretches only 6,240 yards. Now, it's quoted online as a feel-good golf course and is littered with tall oak trees throughout the whole course. Now the price is right. It is pretty reasonable golf course. I think it was about $40 when we played, and it looks like it goes up to about $60. But in comparison to other golf courses outside Atlantic City and Philadelphia, this might be the golf course you want to look at and play if you're looking to play some good golf on a budget. Now, it overall was a natural sloping golf course, and it emphasized two main signature holes, which was the par 5, which is a whopping 600 yards, and a bit of a par 4, and then the 9th hole, which forces golfers to play a second shot over the water to a double green. Now, this golf course located in Newfield in South Jersey does have a couple par 5s too outside of their signature holes, and some of the par 5s and even the par 4s that you're looking at right now could have a tree in the middle of the fairway. And from the back tees, the blue tees, and then overall there's 4 sets of tees. There's the white, there's the gold, there's the red, and then the blues. The blue tees, the furthest ones back, has a slope of 118 and a ranking of 70.7. Now, in comparison to the red tees, the ones all the way up front, is about a slope of 118, and 68.9 is the ranking. Now, the course doesn't really feel tight, but you know, it is a pretty tight course for the most part. You got to be able to hit your drive off the tee pretty good, and the front 9 is a lot further than the back 9. So from the back tees on the front 9, you're playing about 3,333 yards. And when you swing over to the back 9 and the back tees, you're playing about 3,170 yards. But most importantly, there's 2 or 3 holes that par 4, 313 yards from the back tees, and another one that's about 330 from the back tees. But from the front tees, it's only 300. So the course gets a little bit fun on the back 9. Amazing playing some of these courses, finding them, and then just learning about the history behind the course with fellow friends that you might have got paired up with on these courses. And that's what's going to bring the channel together, is your opinionated list down below. We already know what this one is, and now we're moving into number 1. This is a good one with an interesting story on the course. Feeling to it, and we'll talk about that. It was built in 1958. So we've negotiated some deals with the pro shop to where we can get some better footage solo. If not, the course was pretty busy in the wintertime, so I suspect in the summertime it's going to get packed here. But rest assured, this is a great golf course to get out and play if you're thinking or in the area and want to get out of the city and play some decent golf. Cream Ridge Golf Club is an 18-hole championship golf course located on Route 539 in Cream Ridge, New Jersey. The golf course has 4 sets of tee boxes to choose from and features a layout with great variety of offering from different players of skill sets. Now, the course was originally opened and operated in 1958, and the course stretches 6,516 yards from those back tees, playing a par 71. The course is a rating of 71.6 and has a slope of 128. Now, the interesting part about this golf course, in my eyes, is it now is owned and operated by the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, which was acquired in 2006 through the Green Acres program, which was dedicated to preserving an open space in Cream Ridge, and is leased and operated by Links Golf Management. Links Golf and the CEO founder, Steve Rice, is one. It has strong ties to the New Jersey Shore. Interesting. This Links company also operates Sun Eagles Golf Club and Westlake Golf and Country Club. Not really sure about those. Let us know in the comment section where those courses are. Now, right off the bat, I like this course. You can tell this is one of the best holes right here. A par 3 over some water. Can't go long. There's water behind that, and there's water surrounding the whole thing. It's arguably almost a floating green. but it does not feel like that going into. But this is a nice hole. The greens were very good. They putt true. There's no arguing if you have bad putts. You could definitely give it away on some of the holes. Another long par 4, I believe, that just goes right over. You cannot go short here. Water on the left-hand side. These 2 holes back to back. And that other one could be even a par 5. I'm not sure. I think it's just a par 4. But you can see right here, we just stopped to look at that water. But it's arguably one of the best cheap golf courses to play in a city area. And it's hard to say that, but you're really, and I don't know if it's just because there wasn't that many people playing that day. It was freezing cold, but just getting out there, you could tell it has a great feel to it. Another hole right here, just hunting for that birdie putt. But all in all, no arguing. You can't say you didn't hit a bad shot. It's pretty easy. The course only plays about a little bit over 6,000 yards. It's not that challenging. There's a lot of slope to it, even though it 128. Now, it's important to note that if you've been here in the past and you're looking at this footage, and I'm not sure if the hole, and we're going to learn in a second, but some of the holes might have been turned around, or some of it's been transformed, as it would say on the website, to arguably a different golf course. So anyone, quote unquote, anyone that has been to the course in the past will notice that it's been completely transformed. All of the credit goes to Mark, who's, I'm not going to mention his name, but it's the golf superintendent. He's a good guy. He's been there. He's got about 30 years of experience kind of going through here on the website. Most notably, Mark's worked with Gary Player Enterprises and traveled the world designing and working on golf courses. We might have to find this guy and interview him. He also currently works, or he domestically works at River Run. He's been all over. It looks like Mission Hill, Old York. He's got a passion for the work, and he seems like to be a perfect fit here at Cream Ridge. Now, hopefully, this was the perfect fit at number 1. If it's not, let us know down in the comment section below. We're trying to learn golf and grow together, maybe even laugh along the way. At least at some of my swings. Let's take a look and zoom out. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. This is the Professor, an independent golf channel focused on the fun side of golf.